Hey everyone, I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Allison Gargaro, and there is a lot going on, and it will be in the skies a little bit later today. I want to break down for you the flooding potential that we will have come later this afternoon into the evening and potentially early morning hours tomorrow. So you know these graphics we show you are flash flood risk or heavy rainfall outlook for what we could be seeing, just how much rain in certain spots across the viewing area. Normally we see the green, which is going to be a lower risk. Yellow would be a 2 out of 4. Red, okay, we really need to start preparing for the potential for flooding. And then purple is a high risk, 4 out of 4 chance. So likely going to be seeing some very heavy rain in a short amount of time, which could lead to flooding on the roadways and then potentially in the local creeks, streams, as well as major rivers, which we have been talking about over the last several weeks. So this area shaded in purple, if you live in Huntsville, Livingston, Trinity, and even Shepherd, Cleveland, you need to stay weather aware as we head into the evening hours tonight. That's when we're likely going to be seeing a lot of rain set up overhead. Now, the thing is with these showers and storms that we're going to be monitoring this evening is that they're likely going to be moving pretty quickly. But we could be seeing the training of storms, meaning they move a little bit, come right back overhead, and it's one of those deals where you get a ton of rain in a very short amount of time. So it's not very often that we see this purple high shaded risk area across our viewership. Actually, we haven't seen it for quite some time. The last time that we had some purple on the map, at least for the flooding potential, was back on September 13th, 2021. And you might be wondering, okay, that's a really specific date. What was it from? Well, it was actually the potential for some flooding related to Hurricane Nicholas, which ended up taking a very different route. So I know that Houston specifically didn't see all too much rain on that date, but looking at those forecast models, it was definitely a possibility. So with that being said, we need to stay weather aware. We already have some very high waters on some of the local rivers. The Trinity River at Liberty specifically, it's still very bloated. We have seen so much rain since really the start of this month that the ground is just so saturated. So you get more water, basically has nowhere to go. So it's going to run off into some of those creeks, streams, as well as rivers. So basically all of our counties along I-10 and north are under a flood watch. No, that actually doesn't even go in effect until 1 o'clock this afternoon, but it continues until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, meaning this line of storms that I'll be showing you in just a moment really has the potential to extend into the overnight hours tonight. It really depends on the exact timing of the line. I mentioned that they're likely going to be quick moving, and that's what one of our major models is showing, but others are differentiating on the time just a bit. So this area that's shaded in this darker brown red color that you're seeing on your screen has the greatest chance for that flash flooding. Now, we're going to be seeing a ton of moisture moving in, and as that line of storms makes its way into a very humid and unstable air mass, which we are at right now, that's when things really could start to fire off. Not only just the rain, but guess what? The potential for some strong, if not severe storms as well. Well, let's talk more about just how much rain we could be seeing. So we talk about rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. And in some storm cells, it could be 3 inches per hour. Now, the way that that's kind of rated would mean that a storm cell would have to sit overhead for 1 hour and not move. And that's how much rain you could expect in that hour. Now, these are likely going to be fast moving, but with training storms, more coming in. That's why we could be seeing total amounts 2 to 4 inches, but isolated areas, it would definitely be very localized, potentially 6 inches of rain. So we talk about how that could re-rise some smaller creeks, but also any major rivers. We're talking the Trinity River, even San Jacinto, potentially Brazos River could be seeing a bit of a rise as well. So all eyes are going to be on that. But the spot that we really haven't seen much relief from over the last, well, we're going to call it almost 2 weeks now, is going to be the Trinity River, specifically at Liberty. So here we are, actually just grabbed this graphic before we came on the air, and we are still above, well, at major flood stage and above that. And here we go. It's going to remain pretty much the same height, but we could be seeing some increase. It would be small, but that means it's not going down. So folks that live along this river, travel there, you know what we're talking about. The water is out of its banks and it hasn't decreased or dropped at all. And we actually could be seeing that rise just a bit because of all the rain that is expected. Now, a lot of that rain is going to be up north, Livingston, like I mentioned. But the thing is, it's going to take some time to make its way down to Liberty. But again, they have not seen any relief, and potentially more is going to be on the way. So here is a look at our radar right now. Not much happening down near Houston. Now, I want to mention there are a few showers, and they were moving toward Lake Jackson. Yep, right overhead into Bay City. There's no lightning associated with this, but it is some rain that's going to be a precursor of what's to come and what we are already seeing out toward Dallas and into Arlington and really points south. Actually, just north of Waco, we're seeing a big old slug of rain making its way over I-35 there. But just out to the left-hand side of your screen here, it looks like toward Brentwood there, severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. There's a lot of lightning, heavy rain, and then the potential for hail is going to be moving in. So not our viewing area. I want to preface this, but all points basically west and north. So from Waco to Austin, Round Rock, they are under a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 o'clock tonight, meaning severe thunderstorms could be rolling through. But here we go. Let's time out the skies for you so you can get an idea of what you could expect in your neighborhood. The chance for a few isolated showers moving in by 2-3 o'clock. But then after that, the potential for some thunderstorms could be developing and likely through the Houston metro. Then we head into your 5 o'clock hour, and that's when some of these heavier bands of rain are going to start to set up. And you can see the spots where the rain will likely be, from Liberty to Conroe, Huntsville, Livingston, and then even back out toward Brenham, Bryan, College Station. You can see that these cells will remain overhead. So that's where the potential for flooding is going to be. And actually, these models just updated since the last time I checked about 10 minutes ago, and it looks like it is going to be moving through Houston by 9-10 o'clock this evening, and maybe a few lingering showers into tomorrow morning. But here we go. This is a different forecast model showing the chance for some very light showers through 3. So it's going to be a later arrival time up toward Conroe to Huntsville. Some heavy rain will be setting up right along 45 there by 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then it looks like a lot of that heavy rain is north of the viewing area until it starts to make its way toward Conroe, Houston by 10. So you can see the timing is a bit different, and it looks like a lot more rain is expected to the north with our graph model, which is the one I just showed you, compared to our HRRR, or what we call the rapid refresh model, which was the previous one. So how much rain and where are we going to see it? All of these spots that are shaded in the blue, if not purple to pink, are the areas that likely could be seeing that 6-inch plus mark. Everyone else 2 to 4 inches, and mainly that's going to be, well, now that I say that, it looks like a cell just to the west of Wharton and south of I-10 there could be getting hit with some heavy rain, but a lot of that is going to be setting up mainly to the north. So rain is going to be the name of the game over the next 12 to about 24 hours. So we're not ruling out the chance to even see potentially another line moving through. It wouldn't be definitely bringing as much rain as what we are expecting now, but still something we'll be keeping an eye out on. Then rain chances drop and temperatures rise. Take a look at this. 92 Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 93 degrees next Wednesday. So it's going to be hot, but it's important that you stay weather aware tonight, and make sure you stick with us on Fox Local, free to download, and we're going to have all the updates for you throughout the day and through